When Africa kneels, who are they kneeling to? Step 1. Colonizer's tongue, colonizer's God. Over 60 to 70% of African churches use English, French, or Portuguese. That's not coincidence. That's colonization. On African land, Africans are worshiping in the master's language. Step 2. Language reveals the lie. If this God was real and African, why would you need a European language to speak to it? Why can't you pray in Yoruba, Igbo, Zulu, Akan, or Swahili and be heard? That alone shows it's not about spirit. It's about control. Step 3. The God of translation. Think deeper. If you need the colonizer's translation to reach God, then your prayer is already disconnected. You're not speaking to the divine. You're speaking through the colonizer's filter. That's not faith. That's programming. Step 4. Proof your prayer is useless. If a God requires English, French, or Portuguese to understand you, that means this God is man-made. It's not universal. It's not African. It's colonial. And that's why the prayers never free our people, because they were designed not to. Step 5. The hidden chain. Christianity in Africa doesn't just chain your spirit to a book. It chains your tongue to the colonizer. And the tongue is power. Once your language is colonized, your connection to ancestors, land, and self is cut off. Step 6. A continent of voices, silenced Africa has over 2,000 languages, but 70% of African churches don't use them. Instead, they use the same foreign tongues that were forced on our ancestors through whips, chains, and schools. That's not coincidence. That's colonization still alive. Step 7. Disconnected prayer. When you pray in the colonizer's tongue, you disconnect from your land and your ancestors. The spirit of your mother tongue carries the vibration of your people, your soil, your history. If you abandon it for English or French, your prayer doesn't rise, it dies. Step 8. The violence of language. Remember, African people were beaten for speaking their own languages, forced to adopt European ones. So every time you pray in the colonizer's tongue, you are unconsciously honoring the whip, not the ancestors. Step 9. Colonizer as the middleman. If you need English, French, or Portuguese to reach God, then the colonizer is your spiritual middleman. That means you're not connecting to divinity. You're still serving the master. And a prayer filtered through your oppressor is not a prayer. It's submission. Step 10. The final disconnection. Christianity in Africa doesn't just chain the body, it chains the tongue, the spirit, and the memory. When Africans on African soil can't even pray in African languages, that is the final proof. This God is not African, not universal, and not real. It's colonial. Step 11. Every culture uses their own language. Every people on earth pray in their mother tongue. Arabs pray in Arabic, Jews in Hebrew, Hindus in Sanskrit, Chinese in Mandarin. But Africans? On African soil, most pray in the colonizer's tongue. English, French, Portuguese. Not to their own God, but to the colonizer's God. Let that sink in. Final thought. A continent with thousands of languages, yet Africans pray in the languages that were forced and beaten into them. That alone proves Christianity in Africa is not African, it's colonial. And if your God only hears you in your oppressor's tongue, then that God is not yours and not real. Wake up.